From outside to come in. Somebody invited them.
Well, hello everyone. Apparently this is a live broadcast.
Is he wearing them?
Now I have had some technical issues. The bandwidth disappeared and I'm having to do it from 4G, and the webcam I bought doesn't work with a Mac, so I have to hold the PC. So bear with me. Here's our presenter for the day, Ed. And here's Nancy. Well, hello everyone. This is a live broadcast. Now I have had some technical issues. Here's Henry dishing out the Haribos. Say hello, Henry. So if someone can let me know that this is actually working with a quick, I don't know, how would we do that? I assume it's working.
Good evening, Matt James. I see you lurking outside. Good evening. How's our favourite military news executive? Ladies and gentlemen, give Matt James a lovely round of applause. That's everyone for working class.
Say hello to the audience on there.
You're ready to go.
We're broadcasting live.
Hello, everyone.
It's working. I don't know.
Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to Donington. Now, I'd just like to bring your attention to something rather interesting. We're playing around with technology here. You can see that Richard's doing us as we speak. We are now being broadcast right across the interweb, which is rather jolly exciting. Guys, you can come in if you want. There's some room up there if you want. Yeah, we'll be alright. We're by the coffee machine. There's plenty of people's laps going to spare. We're all friends here. And welcome to
Hello, Rob. We're live broadcasting.
Don't hog the camera, Austin. Sorry. Stand there, behave yourself. Right, yeah, so anyway, so we're going to try this with a bit of technology. We're going to probably pass it around, obviously, but come around, so we'll probably get our faces on telly. So that'll be a nice good thing. So we've never tried that before. And one of two of you, we were having a little bit fun just down at the back of the pit garage with a new app called Periscope. I don't know if anybody's heard of that, but it's supposed to do live streaming. It's supposed to be very, very good. So as well as doing that as well, I think if any of you have got smartphones and you want to download an app called Periscope, you might very well be able to have a little bit of fun with that around as well. And it's particularly important as well, that one, that if you want to ask questions from your smartphone, no matter where you are in the world, they'll ping up on the phone instantly. So it's just a very, very instant kind of way of visually doing stuff. So if you can't make the next rounds, we'll try and get that up and running as well, and we'll send something around with my phone. We'll see if we can do something a bit strange with that as well. So anyway, good evening, gentlemen. It's very nice of you to pop in and say hello. Yeah, sorry, we're a little bit late, but hello, everybody. Jolly good. Right, so a couple of we've just got a couple of bits of domestic things just to quickly go through now. We've got some cakes to give away. Calm yourself down. So we've got an array of. Can you hold them up, Nancy, so we can have a look? Some Rob Austin Racing themed cupcakes, which I think are pretty damn amazing. And we're going to give this the company Victoria Sponge and a lady called Vicky Fisher, who's the cake designer, with them in Essex. Is she here? There she is. Look, she's responsible. Let's give that lady a lovely round of applause because everybody loves cake. So thank you so much for obviously everybody who's going to look at you and know exactly who you are. So the reason that we put out on Facebook is we want to get some questions asked, so we don't have this barren silence in the room where suddenly you think, oh, I've got to think of something. We've got a load of really cool questions, which is fantastic. So we'll get all those answered to the boys very shortly. But the questions that are asked in the room, you post on Facebook or not, you're going to get a cupcake. Donated by that lovely lady there. So I'm not sure whether we'll come to you with the cake or you collect afterwards, but we'll figure it out anyway. So that's a little reward to say thank you very much for asking us some questions. We've also got a random, and I say a very random bag. So try not to whoop too much. Of chocolate, of Cadbury's chocolate and all sorts. I could see you. That we're going to give away as well. So I might just start randomly throwing these out. So just be careful for low flying chocolate as the hour or so wears on, because there's rather a lot here. And who's donated this one? Mick Rock, where are you? Thank you. So, have some chocolate. No, I think, no, you don't want any chocolate. Right. Okay, it's worth a try. So we might just, I mean, if you do get sort of something land on your table and it isn't what you want, I'm sure you can pass it to someone. So we'll just, I feel like I'm doing a panto, it's ridiculous. Let's just chuck a couple of these out. Oh, that helps. We've got loads coming out, so I'll just randomly just look at something, not paying attention rather than just throw chocolate. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm also going to donate this very fine can of Fosters to the first question answer. Yeah.
There we go. Well, I think without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we can't miss an offer like that. So don't rush you. The first hand I see in the first question is going to get Rob's can of Fosters. So we'll open that up straight away, because I know the boys have probably got a billion things that they need to do down in the garage. You haven't? Oh, that's fair enough. That's all right. So, who's got the first? Hold on to the. Oh, you're over there, sir. Brilliant. Let's go to that. Right, we've got a few questions on Facebook to ask as well. So there we go. There you go, my friend. Thank you very much. Right. Can everyone hear us on the Zap, all right? Right. So, what's your question, my friend?
Any chance you could guys could share your initial thoughts on Mr. Goff from this morning?
Well, we haven't needs a few more moments to calm down. But yeah, there's no excuse really, is there? Hunter had stopped weaving, pulled over to the side before he caught him, and drove it to the back of him. He was upset because it was on the racing line and so on, but still there's no need. It's easily avoidable. Just turn right a little bit, but I think it's very disappointing. It's ruined Hunter's day. Here on media day, Hunter had great pace, and so should have been well into the top 10, I think.
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, I was quite surprised when it happened, and been more and more disappointed afterwards as well. So essentially, I was bedding tyres in, which is standard practice in FP1. Obviously, Goff finished bedding his tyres in slightly fried. I was weaving down the straight to get the surface off, get some temperature into them. And when he was about 150 metres behind me, I stopped weaving, pulled across to the left, and left a load of space. Made it very clear I was staying on my line on the left-hand side, and when I looked at my mirror on the braking point, he was braking behind me, which I couldn't believe, because I was probably doing 20, 30 mile an hour less than him. So yeah, I have no idea exactly where the judgment he was looking at is going from, but it was, in my opinion, definitely wrong. And when I realised that he was coming straight toward the back of me, I actually tried to get quicker to go down the escape road. So I thought he was out braking himself, and this was breaking point, and I wasn't going to turn in because I thought he was going to get feedback on it. So I was just trying to get out of the way of him even more by going down the escape road, so he's still out. So yeah, disappointing really. He has had because of recognized 2 points of his licence, but of course it doesn't really help my weekend. And because we had no practice, I didn't really get my head into the circuit. Also didn't get the car dialed in. So went to qualifying with a car that was still it was together, but not 100%. It was still defensive. So sort of driving down the straight with a steering wheel like this. The boys did an awesome job getting it back together, because honestly, when I saw the back of the car and I got out a bit after that hit, I thought there's no way we were going to get back after that. So just to get out to qualify, even make it 21st, I'm really impressed with the guys, how hard they worked. But like Rob says, media day here, I was 7th quickest, so I was hoping to get the top 10 in qualifying, and funny enough, I was actually directly behind Goff and Jordan at the day. So I think Goff was 5th, Jordan was 6th, I was 7th. So showing pace, we should have been around that kind of point, which I think was top 10. So yeah, disappointing. And haven't had an apology yet either, which is kind of disappointing as well, but there we go.
Have you got anything magic up your sleeves for tomorrow, or are you just going to continue with what you're doing?
The first thing we need to do is actually just go through the car properly, because it really was a case to try and straighten everything as much as possible and fix all wheels and get it out. So now with this, there was an immense amount of damage at the time. So now it's really a case of going through it properly, making sure everything is straight, everything's facing the right direction, and take it from there. So maybe make some progress in the race tomorrow.
Okay, who's got their next question for? That's good. I'll come to you in just a second.
To me, Donington is a bit of a vague stick for you guys. Is that due to technical issues with the car, or is that more due to just bad luck?
I think
Bad luck? You don't suffer from bad luck, do you? I hadn't noticed.
in terms of Donington, it's actually one of my favourite circuits. I really like it. I've got that record here in GTs. Rob's won a race in F3 here as well. So in terms of that part of it, we both like the circuit. We both love it. But traditionally, it's not been a great circuit for Audi. But we've done a lot of work over the winter, which has really improved some of the things the car didn't like around this circuit. And for a media day, it was looking a lot more positive, because like Rob said, I was 7th quickest. I think Rob didn't get a run on new tyres because the weather came in, but still, we have been the same pace on old tyres, so I think Rob would have been the same place. So it would have been sort of 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere around there, which would have been a great improvement over last year. Proportionally, if you look at it, we actually found 1.1 seconds between last year and this year at Donington, so it was a great improvement. But obviously today hasn't gone our way to try and show quite what we've got potentially, but well, not me anyway, but Rob's doing well. So Rob.
Yeah, it's just never been a strong one. It just doesn't suit the wheelbase, the rear wheel drive. It's a combination of factors really, and we've worked really hard over the winter and improved it. Certainly a lot quicker in a straight line now, thanks to our body work. But yeah, I think if the prop hadn't somewhat exploded, we'd have gone a little bit quicker and could have been in the top 10, which was my target, to be in the top 10 here on our week circuit. I think would have been brilliant, but wasn't quite to be. We've just got to kind of get through this meeting and the next one with as little damage as possible, and pick up as many points as possible. I probably should have mentioned that to Hunter before free practice, but it's just damage limitation really, and then after that we can start attacking again. It's more suited to the Audi. For example, I felt like I did a really good qualifying job today, really quick, and we're 12th, whereas at Brands Hatch I really didn't hook it up very well, and had a lot more left in the bag. I left a lot on the table, and we're 13th, so that's just to show the pace of the car at the different venues.
Okay, that's good. You had your hand up, did you not? Oh, yeah, excellent.
Just wondered, who's your all-time favourite racing driver?
Ooh. After Jason Plato and Jack off.
Me? No. It's actually Wim Percy. Wim Percy, multiple touring car champion himself, winner first. He did a lot of, he drove my old man's GT car when I was a kid, and then did some driver tuition with me, looked after me for a while, managed me, and he's thoroughly nice, decent, honest guy, and incredibly fast as well in a racing car, and always respected that balance. So Wim Percy's my favourite. How about you?
Rob Austin. Nice. For me, it's actually pretty traditional end centre. So it's on every nose, but it's just the focus and the drive, determination, the speed of the guy. Just you can't compare it really. And look at some of the achievements he's had and some of the things he's done, and some of the laps. I don't know if you've ever seen the onboard from Monaco when he was circulating on 2 seconds lap with anybody else. That's just unheard of in F1. So yeah, for me, it's centre definitely.
Do we remember the lap here in 1993? 6th to first place on the first lap.
Yeah, I remember that. I also remember things about as well. So I actually discount that one because at the time that team had a lack of suspension, which was given a slight advantage. But yeah, but for me, it's really the purity of what happened around Monaco which does it for that.
Very good.
Just like to point out, obviously, that Senna's great race coming from 6th to first, one lap. I did a race in the Formula 1 car around here. I had a problem in qualifying, started 12th and got to first in the first lap. So does that make me better?
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Right,
Thinking about it.
So have a think for your next question. You're thinking about it. We've got a couple of questions on Facebook, so we'll see if they're actually here. Liam, are you here? Okay, so from Liam, we've got a question for you boys. When are you three going to become the new, sorry, yeah, are you three? Oh, Rob, yeah, sorry. So, I love you, gentlemen. When are you going to become the next 3 presenters of Top Gear? So I'll read the message for those of you who haven't read it. I'm sure the 67 million a year Clarkson gets would really help out the team. That's probably quite true. If you times that by 3, that's 201 million quid. So it sounds like a very good idea. I think it's a pretty good operating budget for 2016, isn't it? So anyway, that was a question. You can answer that if you want, but you don't have to. I think it's more of a statement than anything. So I think do you think we should get a page going saying, yeah, this is the Top Gear, Rob Austin, Hunter Abbott and Richard Austin Appreciation Society for how many people can we get onto a petition to drive up to Downing Street in a tank to say they should be the next presenters of Top Gear? Marvellous. Yeah, which one would be Captain Slow? Oh, that's it.
I was thinking actually who's going to be who. So yeah, that's a difficult one, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, the one with the biggest mouth's got to be Jeremy Clarkson. So it's just fighting it out between you two for the others. Very good. Okay, got a couple of others. Question for Rob. If your budget was unlimited to the cars. That's from Alan Freena.
I'd go race in the Caribbean. Move a lot to the Caribbean. It's loads and loads of things set up on the cars. It's attention to detail, and the more people you have on the car, the more detail they can cover. The more testing you can do, the more simulations you can run. It's everywhere. It's spread over so many things. So it's not just one thing. That's a really hard question to answer. What would the first thing be? I guess we maybe a wind tunnel, yeah, and then testing, yeah. There's so many different areas to the car: aerodynamics, suspension, dampers. Oh yeah, I could actually earn some money, earn a living. Would be nice. But yeah, there's so much to it. There's no one thing.
Would you have one of these, on F1, these massive sort of like awnings full of glass and reception and marble on the floors? Because that'd be cool when we come for our owners' club meets.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some.
We'd have like leather sofas and sort of chandeliers and all that kind of stuff.
If we've got enough spare budget, we'd have to have a mobile owners' clubhouse.
Yeah. Yeah, with a barrier and like security guards, you go 382. Thank you. Let me through. That'd be really good. And a doom bar. See what you did there. That's very doom bar, obviously. Right, where's Jane Welford? Oh, you've already asked your question. Brilliant, fantastic. Right then, so. Oh, Shelley Rubin's got a good question. Which female driver would you like to see race in the BTCC? Would you have her in the team?
Cameron Diaz, and yes.
I wasn't aware she was in any particular formula, but I see.
I think my wife's around here somewhere, so I can't be too bad. But no. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Sabrina Schmidt's pretty quick, isn't she? She's the today, yeah. What else is there? there's a good-looking girl going to F1 who's a Lotus development driver. Yeah. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Actually, Danica Patrick, that's a good one. Yeah, Danica Patrick's actually a pretty good peddler. Well, she won the Indy 500, so she's done all right. Yeah. Not sure about Catherine Lake, but I'll get Danica Patrick definitely. Yeah, because she's good. Yeah, very good following. Very famous in America, very across the UK. Yeah, she'd be a good choice. I'll go that way.
Right, so we've got another one here. This is cracking. This is Anne Beck in the room. Okay. Ta-da! There you go. Well, right, I'm going to come out. Right, you can ask this question because I love this one. This is brilliant. Can you remember it, or do you want me to ask it? You can't remember what you wrote. I saw what you took off. If you could have any James Bond special car feature to put on your own car for the racing, what would it be? So, like oil slick coming out the back or machine guns at the front, what would you actually put on?
Well, occasionally you do actually have an oil slick on the back of the car, but I reckon the little things that come out of the wheels. Yeah, that'd be quite useful sometimes when you're trying to put an takeoff and trying to finish the move off. Just a little spike that comes out the side. Yeah, that's what I go for, I think.
It's a difficult one. There's many options, isn't there? I was thinking one of those thruster, afterburner things, but perhaps actually maybe the auto drive feature. Save me some work. Actually, yeah, that's what I'd go for. Oh,
air conditioning. Definitely air conditioning. Yeah.
That is so middle-aged. It was only me who liked comfy seats and aircon.
What about an ejector seat?
I think that safely proves that we're both quite lazy. I want an auto drive feature and he wants aircon.
Do you know what? I think all of us in the room realised that was never in any doubt. Right, so we're playing for the cream egg, ladies and gentlemen. So it's all right having blocks. Sorry, did you say on a drawing pin or something?
Oh, I've got a question for the cream egg.
Well then.
Can I have the cream egg?
No. That's such a lame question. Oh, just give me the cream egg. I own the team. Can I have the cream egg?
I like cream
No, you can't. I'm going to go to this lovely giggly lady here. Do you have a question for these lovely gentlemen?
Okay. They were saying about having a song, which is our theme, and there's been a bit of, people putting things on Facebook. What would yours be?
There we go. AC/DC, Back in Black. Is that the song? Is that decision made? You concurring or?
I think it's not a bad choice. I was going to say Chasing Cars, but yeah. Huh? No.
That was my wedding song, so that's already taken. So that's
Right, so we've had a, where am I? I'm over there, aren't I? Hey, I get a cake. Sorry, I'm coming past again. Sorry about that. There you go. Cake for you. Right, so next question. Who's got next question? I'll tell you what, we're gonna raise the stakes a little bit here. I've already given that to that lady. Right, we're gonna give a cake and a giant whole nut, and I think if there's another cream egg. Oh, I don't know. I'm pushing the boat out a bit. Should we have another cream egg? Yes, and there's a cream egg. So this is the big question. It's got to be a really good one. So who's got a real humdinger? Anything you like. Yes. Right, I'm coming to you, sir. This better be good. There's a whole lot of pressure on you now. Everybody's going to want this to be the best question ever asked of those two gentlemen. You've eaten 3 bars already. Now, when you put your hand up and say, yes, me, please. And there's some more chocolate. That's all right. Cream egg for you. Right. So, on the count of 3. Well, our friends here want to know exactly what your question is going to be. I mean, they can hardly wait. We can't. So,
no pressure.
No pressure. Are you ready for this? Here we go.
So you and a certain MG driver, Rob, got the same time in qualifying. Has that ever happened to you before?
I didn't even know that happened. I haven't looked at the sheets. Obviously, it took me a while to get back because I was over the other side of the circuit. No, that's never happened to me before. But I think, well, it'd be because I set the time first. Therefore, I'm ahead, I assume.
Yeah, exactly. To the 1,000.
Wow. Wow. Didn't know that. No, it's never happened to me before. That's a new one. That's a first. I'll drink to that. How about you?
No, I've tied on points once in a championship, but that's the only tie I think I've had in terms of that side. And that was decided because I won the race first, if you see what I mean. So the race that was was me. Yeah, but that's the only thing I could think of from that point of view. Yeah, never on time though, especially down to 1,000. That's pretty difficult.
Right, who's got what? Well, obviously got time for another question. Anyone got anything burning in the back of their? Anything you want to ask the boys? No. Oh, you have that. Well, hang on, let me just get rid of these. So these are going to come randomly. Ah, yes, it's with the cap on, right at the back. So this is going to go over your. Oh God, I'm going to get in so much trouble now. Right. Oh, sorry. Right with you. Oh, look at that. Off we go. Right. Who had the hand up? Yeah, you. Yes. This better be good.
Can I just say that we're not responsible for loss of eyesight or anything with the flying.
Well, I certainly are.
cars. Yes. Did they sign a disclaimer when it came in?
So you both had differing opinions of what was quicker down Craners last year, whether it's flat out or lifting. Is it still the same this year?
Up and down, flat out.
My opinion is still a little tiny lift is better. As shown in qualifying, I need to have the setup right in the car to be able to do it. But yeah, no, my opinion is it's definitely a slight lift. Actually, it enables you to stay further left, which sorts out better roll hairpin. But we'll still debate it. We'll be talking about it on Sunday all the way through, for sure.
The benefit of my way is I can say I did it flat.
Right. Any other questions? So I apologise, I didn't see you there. This gentleman, you haven't eaten your first cake yet? Should we sort it out?
Can't help but notice, Hunter, there seems to be a new sponsor about the Boston logo on your jersey there. What was that?
It's the Sex Breakfast Champions. So it's the old James Hunt one. So it's actually been there since the beginning of the season, since Media Day. But I don't know if you can see it there.
Yeah. How does that feel? You didn't notice it?
Bit of history there, yeah. And funny enough, actually, Freddie Hunt, so James Hunt's son, is actually racing this weekend. I saw him walking around. I don't know what he's racing, but he's here walking around. Leo's, yeah, Leo's.
Right, so I want to do something we haven't done before. I'm just kind of something just randomly occurred to me. By the way, I want to see if I chuck this with my left hand, which is pretty. No, I'm not going to throw it. I'll put one there, just place it. You're not having any more, look. You've got to start. I reckon you're going to have a stall here tomorrow, selling all that. You, my friend at the back. Oh, God. There you go. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Come on. Just stay exactly as you are. Eyes 20 points, nose 15. What are you joking? Oh, could have got him as well. So, is someone up for, I've got a couple of random questions. I'll just give you guys break just for a second. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you. Right, I tell you what. Are you up for this? You don't even know what it is, do you? This is good. So this is. I just want to do something. I want to find out a little bit about some of us because we all recognise a lot of our faces, and I'm just curious to know just a couple of things about why you're here, what you do, why you love motorsports. I'm just going to do the random kind of bit just for 1 minute, and I want to just find out a bit. We all want to know why you're here, why you've got your awesome 2015 Rob Austin Tour T-shirt on, rock and roll. So you are Cat. That's good. I can understand that. And where have you come from? Oh yeah, that's all right. That's not too far away. So you here all weekend?
Yeah, both
days. Jolly good. So, what is it about Rob Austin Racing that you like, and why have you become an owner in the Owners Club? It's better be good.
This one here.
This one here? Oh, right, this is it. Right. So this one here, do you have a name? Mark. So you're responsible for dragging this lovely lady down here this weekend, is that correct?
Yeah, I introduced last year, so that's it.
It's bad on the microphone, isn't it? You suddenly think, I don't know what to say. Good stuff. So, are you going to do every round this year?
Not every.
Oh, gosh, I'm not talking to you anymore. No, I'm only joking. Good. So what's your prediction for tomorrow? Obviously, the boys have got a little bit of work to do, but what do you reckon after qualifying today?
I'm hoping they do well. Going to be top 10, probably first race for Rob, and then Hunter will pick it up from the back, put it forward, probably 5 places.
Fantastic. We found our new team manager then. Look at that for motivation. Very much. Talking about finishing in the top 10, Rob? That would be quite handy for you, wouldn't it? I should be on pyro then. What? What? What have I said? Yes, you were going to interject there, please.
Rob and I were just discussing actually, because we've noticed that this guy here is a long-term follower, and we're told because that is a 2011 or 2010 spec top that he's wearing there. Yeah, 11 or 12 apparently actually. So yeah, thank you very much.
Well done. I mean, I know we've all got names and everything, but are you sort of like single or double-digit member number? I'm just curious now to know who's member number one, Nancy. Oh God, it's always him. You can't give that to somebody else, can you? Go, oh, I've got to be number one. Is it because that's the only time you're ever number one? Sorry. Oh, look, don't blame me. I'm not even paid, so you can't well, you can.
So keep walking back.
Keep walking into
No,
some
actually, I had nothing to do with that. Obviously, Nancy's in charge of the owners club, and obviously, from the moment I met Nancy, I always knew she'd be president of my fan club someday.
It's true.
So
yeah, all down to Nancy now, but yes.
Fantastic. So I know that Nancy pretty much knows sort of everybody off by heart, and which is pretty good. But so who's number two? I'm just dying to know now who's number. It's like fantasy registration plates, isn't it? When you see them on the motorway. Oh, are we looking at a 1 or a 2?
I don't know who number 2 is. And number 2 never comes to a meeting. But number 3 is Harry Adams, who's not here, but I'm sure he's on the live feed. And who's in? Does anyone have a single-digit membership number here? Double-digit? Oh, good.
Excellent. Yeah. I want to go and talk to this lady with the phenomenal hair. Can we just come and have a little chat? Is that all right? I'm not going to sit on you now. You're all right. Don't worry. She's about to say hello to you there. So where have you come from, Madame?
Weston-super-Mare.
Hey, we like Weston. Whenever you go to Weston, the sea's about 8 miles out in the opposite direction. Do you ever find, does the sea ever come in Weston?
Yeah, it's mud.
Right, okay. I won't go then. Okay, so you're up here all weekend? Okay, and what do you do for a living? I'm not chatting your way.
I'm a pole dance instructor. YouTube, I'm very sorry about this, but I've got to ask, okay? So you're a pole dance instructor? Where? In Weston.
That's a good answer, actually. I just asked that 5 minutes ago. And how long have you done that for?
7 years.
So you're pretty proficient then?
Reasonably.
Do you have your own studio?
Kind of.
I have a question. Is that you on the roof of the car? Yeah. Yeah, all the boys have spotted you.
Well, this is fascinating. Thank you. That's very kind of you. So, has anybody got any further questions for the boys before I have to zip off and pretend to look busy doing data numbers and looking at the computer screen? Yes, my friend, I'll come to you. Are you going for the triple of cakes here?
Of all the circuits you've ever raced on, have you got a favourite corner specifically?
Ooh, just a favourite corner. You go first. I can't think.
It's actually not in the UK, so Spa's my favourite circuit in the world, and in particular, Eau Rouge and Redillon over the top. There's nothing quite like it. No matter what car you're in, it's always an epic corner, and you're always right on the edge across it. There's just so many changes in the camber of the corner, and you've got you go downhill but uphill again. You've got reverse camber on the other side. Every single lap, you always think you can go quicker through it until you hit the wall. And so it's just a fantastic corner. I remember a couple of years ago I was racing the Porsche out in Belgian Netherlands, and then to be quick you have to be on the limiter and fifth going into it, and you could just about do it flat on a new set of tyres if you could sort it out with a massive slide halfway through the corner. There's always that balance between almost ending up at the wall and getting absolutely really quick. So love it. Brilliant place.
I'm gonna go for, I don't know what it's called, the chicane at Knockhill. Any corner where you get airborne is proper cool in my book, so that's probably the biggest area in the UK. But yeah, up a hill, massive curve, completely blind, just shut your eyes and go for it. Although probably shutting your eyes is not the best idea, but yeah, bit of commitment.
Is that your race strategy then? Oh, this is a good corner. Shut my eyes and hope for the best.
It seemed to be, yeah.
Excellent.
Or, you know, you can sometimes just get away with squinting at it.
Okay, something I want to do, because I want to have a quick chat with Richard. Rob, would you be kind enough just to grab the camera for me, because I want to turn it on your dad for a second, if you don't mind. I know that involves you only having one hand free for beer, which is obviously a big problem. Okay, so Richard, if I could just give that to you for a second. So Richard, I want to ask, what gave you the idea? I can't see now, so you'll have to come around here. Look. That's it. Oh, dear. So what gave you the idea to do a live YouTube broadcast?
One of the guys on the Owners Club website suggested it, and I started looking at Google. Somebody where I do some work, she suggested, well, why don't you use Google Hangouts? So I had a look into it, and it seems to be okay. I bought a webcam, which I thought would make it easier, but it doesn't work on my Mac. But next time will be even better. But it's working. I think we've had some positive response that people are.
Can they hear okay?
I believe so. Yeah.
How do we know? Good.
So, can we go for a walk with that?
I'm walking.
Actually, we could do a live selfie.
Yeah.
Oh, genius. We
Say
could do a
hello.
live selfie before.
While
Well,
in
that's
the
going to be a lot
meantime,
of fun. We're going to squeeze it together. Is that you going up to the beer cabinet just to get beer?
No, no, it's
You'll be able to replay this later. Oh, he's enthusiastic over there. Fantastic. So, what do you reckon, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think we should all try and squeeze in? And should we do a live selfie? We've never done that before, have we? I reckon we should do. Can we do that, Richard?
Yeah.
So I think we just might need to listen to that and see if we can. We might have to kind of squeeze in a little bit. We need to stand on something.
We go in the corner.
In the corner? Yeah, we'll do it from over here then. That's going to be interesting. Sorry, guys, means you've got to move now. Don't worry, it'll be all right. Right. So, if you want to be on this, it's going to be really interesting.
I can stand on this.
Go on, then. Give me the laptop. Then, I can see what's going to happen.
Corner.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I can do this.
Right. So, if you want to be in this and you're by the door windows, you might need to come up here a little bit, and we'll see what we can do. This should be fun. We'll have a big, just say cheese or something. Or podium.
We want to get a lot of reflection there.
Have we got
more this way?
like that?
Up a bit.
Right.
This is the impromptu.
Massive risk of paper cuts now.
Go on, then.
Like that.
Everybody paying attention. Right, okay. Back a little bit.
Off you go.
Right then. Right.
Oh my God.
That's ace.
Oh,
We got nearly everyone in.
Right.
The
Right in. Right
back
in.
corner
That's it.
to.
Everybody in. Right, how's that looking then, Rob? We're doing this.
Pretty good.
Good people, and we're all about to go. Right, so on my count, we'll have a big wave and a big cheer. So 3, 2, 1. Hey! See everyone who's not here? Look what you're missing. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, really, should I? Fantastic. Well, that's our first live selfie, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Well done. So, whilst we let the gymnasts resort themselves out, well done, mate. Very sporty. Has anyone got any further questions? It might be worth you thinking about something, because we are playing for the, well, it is the last 2 cream eggs. I realise this is quite a sad situation, ladies and gentlemen, but there's only 2 left. So who's got a couple of final questions left? Rob. Good. Right. Can I get through that? There we go. Right. Yes, sir.
If you had a choice in fuel additives, which one would it be?
No, genuinely, I couldn't think of any others. There's only one name in fuel additives, isn't there? Everybody know that? Not Alka-Sense. No, Alka-Sense. Of course. Of course.
Very good. Obviously, we don't need to ask you, Hunter, because I'm sure you'll say the same. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to whiz on. Trying to fall over at the same time. That's got on video. I'd like to ask these lovely folks here. Hello. Yes. Hello. So, where have you gone from today? York, lovely, fine place in the world. Yes, magic. You'll be here all weekend?
Yeah, staying up with the other one.
Fantastic. So what's your race prediction for tomorrow then? Let's put you on the spot.
First got to get in the top 10. No problem.
There you go. The sage has spoken. It will happen.
I think it's definitely doable. Pace is very close to it. We pick up a few places as other people fall off, maybe a couple off the lines. That seems to work for us. But I think maybe Hunter's got to get a bit brave.
Yeah, I've got some work out to do that. I think, to be honest, there's more pace in me and more pace in the car than was shown in qualifying. So the car, I hadn't done many laps. I hadn't done a lap in anger at all before qualifying. Sorry, before qualifying. And the car itself, again, we didn't have it quite hooked up. It was basically just a case of 6 wheels and get it out and see what it does. So yeah, there's more pace there. So I think we can move forward, but it's going to require a bit of bravery and a bit of determination to get through. But I'm up for it.
I just need to add to this because Hunter seems a bit down about qualifying, but the car was pretty obliterated there, and the boys did an awesome job to get it into a drivable state for qualifying. So we're very proud of them for doing that job, and of course we couldn't, with the time available, we couldn't have expected them to fat patch the thing at all. So and the setups are so crucial that and it only needs to be a little bit out. Of course, if you have an MG embedded in the back of you, it's going to be a long way out. And Hunter has good pace, and he'll be the man to watch tomorrow, I think. Well, you and Priyo.
Actually, Priyo's behind me.
Yeah, Priyo is behind me. No, he didn't have an MG in the back of him. Actually, when I broke down, I was right next to him. So I had a chat with him. Yeah, he's serious engine problems, and he's just cut out.
So just a slight diversion. There's a couple of things I should have said. Does anyone? Is it just me, or does Richard look like he's on a 1970s game show with a prize? You can win this lovely vintage laptop as modelled by young Richard here. I just couldn't resist that. For some reason,
Really vintage young mixed up.
Sorry. I don't know what these three lovely young ladies are giving me, but we sit here in the middle of the room. So, and they're only laughing because somebody else is laughing. So I think we need to find out just exactly why these 3 seats are the funny seats. So instead of asking you, because you can barely breathe, so you're going to come across too well. Miss Howard, would you like to stand? Because all the lovely ladies and gentlemen would like just to show our appreciation for you being wonderful, and you can't get out of it because I'm going to ask what you're laughing at. So what are you laughing at then? You're just happy. That's going to sight of Richard and his vintage laptop. Right, Nate, you're a big sport. Thank you. Sorry, can I just keep... Sorry, I keep treading everybody's feet. I'm treading your feet. I really am sorry. I've got no hand-to-eye coordination. Right, so there's a couple of, there's a few bars of chocolate left, which I'm going to throw out. Anybody got anything else, no matter how ridiculous or silly, that they want to ask the guys? Right, there's that lady there, yes. Oh dear, I got random, sorry. Okay, please don't throw things up there. Hello, what's your name, Amanda? Hello. Is this your first touring car race? Oh, really? No, don't cry, please. I can't help this. It's just one of those things. Right, what would you like to have?
Rob, do you ever take your glasses off?
You ever take your glasses off?
I have to drive. Yeah, but that's why I got the new visor. I just feel more comfortable in them.
It's a barrier, Rob. We're your friends, we're your family. It's fine. Just leave it at the glasses, though. Don't take anything else off. No, stop. I know where you'll go with that. Right, I just want to say hello to two lovely friends over in the corner who are now thinking, oh, God, really? Thought I was going to get away with that. Sophie and Sam, lovely pit group ladies. What are you doing then? What have you been up to today then, Sophie?
No.
Sam, can you add to the... No.
Not really, no, sunbathing.
Okay, let's move on then. Thanks.
That was quite an interview, that.
It was, wasn't it? I could see where that was going. Okay, and oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, good. Keep on your toes. Right, ladies and gentlemen, has anybody got anything else they want to ask the chaps? Yes. Oh, you're going for your triple of cakes. And you, so yes, I'll come to you.
Can we have an update on alternator race? What's going on with that?
Well, that was what I was just going to mention. Well done.
Oh yeah.
Good job, you. Good job you mentioned that. So we're going to have a draw. Yeah, you may know about.
I can tell you the alternators are on order. They're in manufacture and they'll be on the car for Thruxton. I couldn't quite get them in time for here. And also we need Swindon to machine the alternator bracket, which is obviously different fixings and stuff. So yeah, it will be in place before Thruxton. We've in the meantime we've altered our alternator strategy. You can pick your RPM and throttle percentage and many parameters to when it charges and doesn't. And thanks to our crash test dummy, we know that we nearly make an entire race on a full battery charge. So therefore, we've decided to stress them less, and we've tried to have them running at absolute minimum, just to make sure they're more reliable for this weekend than the current ones. And yeah, we'll be good to go. Thanks to you guys. So give yourselves a round of applause. Woo! Come on, we can do better than that. Yeah!
I have to say, I was in the States when all of that, when the last race occurred.
Dad, stay shut up. Sorry, he's filming our feet. Sorry, carry on.
I have to say, I was blown away by how generous you all are. I mean, you're already generous by being part of the Owners Club, and then just spontaneously, you all started donating to help fund the new equipment for the cars, and the money just started coming in, and it was a lot of £5 and £10 donations, and we are incredibly grateful. Yes. So, again, I mean, we continue to give, and I don't, did you ask for the help, Rich?
No,
So
not at all.
It just happened.
I said thank you for the help they'd already given, and then they started wanting more.
Yeah, me and Dad both blanked. We wrote a little note about that, and I put a bit more detail in just to try and give an extra insight. There's something that nobody else will ever know about to you guys, and it definitely wasn't asked for, and but it's greatly appreciated.
So that's why I wanted to give something back. So we're now going to do a draw, and we're going to have...
Oh, I'm good at this.
Number 10, you hey! Very good, mate. That's the killer line of the evening. Very good. Very good. Right, we need to make this draw. Let's get our lovely Marshall friend just come in here. So I'm going to come to you, miss. Right, so we are drawing for, this is a thank you to say thank you for what you've done, helping us raise money for the alternators, which are just eye-wateringly expensive. So to say thank you in here is everybody who's contributed in units of how much has been contributed, is that correct? Units of £5, okay, so that's how the chances are calculated. So this is going to be a full VIP weekend for two at the race of your choice. Okay, so if you're in the room, honestly, we expect you to stand on the table and whoop with delight. If you're not and you're watching this on YouTube, hello interweb, then obviously you'll be whooping inside your living room just before Britain's Got Talent starts. Right, so without peeking this time,
Can I just say, as the Marshall lady is going to do the draw, Marshalls today did an awesome job looking after my car. And no, I know it wasn't you particularly, but they had to lift it because the prop was hanging out the bottom, so they had to lift it rather than tow it, and that was a load of extra hassle, but they did it without question. And you guys all do it as volunteers, and it's also greatly appreciated. So can we have a round of applause for the Marshalls and Dennis?
So I'm going to embarrass you now because I seem to be doing a very good job of doing it to a lot of other people. So you are my lovely?
I'm Linda Jordan.
Well, welcome to our Owners Club meeting, Linda. That looks fantastic. It's marvellous.
It's one of us. That's option 1, isn't it? I preferred option 4. You not like option 4?
No one has ordered option 4.
No one's ordered option 4. That was my favourite.
Good job you don't do the marketing then, isn't it? Right, okay, so without you staring inside the clear bag, we'd like you to pay winner out of this bag. Right, would you like to read that out?
Okay, the winner is Sally Howell.
Sally Howell! Take a bag. Well done, Sally. Congratulations. Marvellous. Just in case there's any debate.
This lady was there when I broke down. Made sure I was lifted. You just missed it. I thank you guys for it.
Well, good.
You missed your big round of applause. In fact, can we do it again?
Yeah. Thumbs up in behalf of us all. Thank you so much for that. I mean, that generosity is just, when it's unexpected, you just off the scale. We don't know how difficult money is to come by. We're all in the same boat, but that is just a phenomenal thing. So we can't emphasize enough just how grateful we are. It will make a difference. So thank you so very much, and well done for winning.
Just say thank you from me as well. We really appreciate it, because it's something which has kind of plagued us a little bit through last year and this year, and I was very, very lucky to finish the race and get 10th instead of 8th. I was happy crossing the line. But yeah, thank you. Really, really, really appreciate the help you guys have put in. Wonderful. Well, I've just been informed, thank you, Richard, that we're going to do a second draw. So I'm going to go to our other lovely marshal who's just walked in. Your colleague, you couldn't get away with it, so you're not going to either. Right then, so I think we all know who you are, but would you like to tell us who you are?
Yeah, I'm Suzanne.
Jolly good, Suzanne. So, what we'd like you to do, and we're not going to go through it again, all you've got to do is not stare at the bag and pick a lovely winner's name out there. So here we go. This is for prize number 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you know, rather than a plastic bag, we should be using a partially blacked out bowl. Maybe a fish bowl or something with some balls.
Right, so we have our next winner, Dean Howell. Where are you? Oh, no. Yeah! The legend! That's genuinely been pulled out, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I guess you would have. Yeah, I guess you would have come anyway. Should we just pick again? I mean, because you'd be coming anyway, wouldn't you? Do you mind? Is that okay? Brilliant.
Thank you.
Yes, the cupcake. Yeah. So you're gonna have to do it again. Sorry, you're not off the hook now. It's pressure, isn't it? I feel it for you. Ready?
Change the bag, because that first bag they all said Dean Howell.
They all say 10 on it. That one doesn't. Oh, the 10. Hang on, it's too small. Attention.
It's number 10, isn't it?
No, it's not number 10. This is not for the reverse grid. Ben Ritchie. Oh! Right. So tell me, organising committee, is that it for the draw, or are we drawing again? That's it. Are we done? Okay, well done, and congratulations if you're winner. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any other questions, now's the time to fire them out. We hope we've got something usable on our live broadcast. I'm sure I'm right in saying, Richard, that is available on the Rob Austin Racing YouTube channel. Will it actually stay there, or is it just a one-off live stream?
I think we might need a different cameraman next time. Dad just spent quite some time filming my feet.
Look, he can't be good at everything. I don't know. So yeah, we hope to get it online. Is that right?
It will be online, as far as I understand. Yes, it will be.
As far as I understand, it will be online. You did actually, in the last hour, you have actually pressed the record button. Please tell me you've done that.
I've got a thing there that says.
Stop. Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time this evening. I really do appreciate it. Has anybody got any questions? Or is there any in the team? This gentleman here, go for it. You can't have a cake.
Is there any espionage goes on between teams, etc., etc.?
Ooh, spying in the pit lane? Surely not.
Maybe a little bit. Well, let's put it this way. You remember last year when Rob Pollard had a big crash at Silverstone and rolled over? It was very useful to us. But no, nothing too sneaky, nothing too bad. And obviously between us, it's completely open book that we're running and so on. But no, it's nothing getting wrong. Like.
Right, this will be the last one. Then, is we got this chap here who must have a question when they're listening. Are you listening? Jolly good.
I've got two things. One, where did you get that mysterious tail light from?
The temporary fix.
Do you like that? Does it look good? Yeah?
From an Audi in the car park.
No. You reckon it looks good? Yeah, cool. The boys crafted that themselves out of tank tape because we didn't get one. And I'd like to say that we do have a spare, but unfortunately the boys left them at the workshop. And it's really tough when they mess up like that because it's like, but they do such an awesome job all the time. You've got to let them have it.
Was that both questions, was it?
Can I get something signing as well?
No, we don't do all of that.
Yes.
No, me and Hunter will both be available for autographs, selfies, photos, anything you like. Well, not anything you like, but within reason after, at the end of this.
One very, very final thing, just in 10 seconds. There's a gold sort of trim around your the front doors is black. Is there a rated radiator surround, Rob?
It's bling, isn't it? We've had many debates this year. Obviously, you'll notice, I'm sure a lot of you will have noticed that on media day, Hunter's had silver mesh and I had black mesh, but I had the silver surrounding, his was black. And yeah, we was just trying to figure out how it looked best. And I was discussing with Finch Signs, who are awesome sign writers, who are coming down tonight to re-vinyl the side of Hunter's car from earlier. And yeah, I was just talking to them, and gold chrome came up in conversation, and yeah, they said they could do it, and I was like, yes, that looks so cool. All the boys hate it. I love it. I don't care.
Because Rob's got gold, I've had to go one better. I've now got platinum, which looks a lot like the silver that was on there before.
But mine was actually painted silver before they vinyled it in gold, so it's technically gold-plated platinum.
Okay, I think that's 30-15 to Rob. Do you want to go a bit further?
I was thinking Diamante, maybe.
You want to get Swan to buy Swarovski next year. Now. Your cars are going to look fantastic.
We were actually debating this yesterday, well, last night. We were talking about it before we went to bed, and they were saying, what they should do is put diamond encrusted bumpers on the front of the cars. So then, if you go to the back of anybody, they can take the diamonds back out of their rear bumpers to help pay for damage.
Yeah,
It'd be useful for
could get sponsorship from De Beers.
Yeah, Rob did a lot of research in this last night. He managed to find a Swarovski encrusted Audi front bumper on the internet. So it's going on the Only Club Facebook thing right now. Oh, not quite yet. In a couple of seconds, it'll be there. So you can see. I know we're going to have Poundland to get the little diamonds for it, so don't worry too much.
Right, sign off because I'm nearly running out of battery.
Okay, no problem. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed our Owners Club meet here at Donington. If you're here tomorrow, look forward to seeing you in and around the pit garage and hopefully out on the circuit. For those of you that have been rudely interrupted by me and been forced to talk on the microphone, thank you very much for partaking. That's very kind of you. We'll pick on somebody else next time. Okay, but enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a safe journey home. Other than that, just leaves us all to say thank you very much for coming. Once again, fantastic meet. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you. Take care.
All right. Well, I hope it worked. I hope you've enjoyed it. This is signing off now because the battery is about to go.